A very good morning from TEFAF Maastricht 2026. Why don't you walk with me and have a look at our stand this year? Our stand this year has three distinct features. We again show three objects that we made in collaboration with Anna Volkova, porcelain flowers and 17th century vessels. We have our very strong this year regular collection, which I will show you a few highlights from, and I have one surprise in mind. So welcome to our stand 124 on the main aisle to the right. And as you can see, you're immediately welcomed by two large floral bouquets. The flowers are made of porcelain, polychrome porcelain, and they sit in 17th century, late 17th century vases. The combination, the collaborative work with Anna Volkova is something that has been admired at our stand for the past 3 years and with a great success. At the entrance of the stand you will find this collection of South Sea bubble objects. Now, the South Sea company went bust in 1720, and people in Holland, the Netherlands, and in England specifically bought stocks in them, and those stocks collapsed. Because of that, a beautiful range of objects were made. Prints, there's a lot of print sources, but very rarely do you find objects in Dutch Delftware. This collection of 10 objects was collected by one collector, Dirk Nienhuis, who was a banker and who really enjoyed these wares. Several actually came from us, and after he passed away, the family did away with the collection and we were able to buy these 10 pieces. There's not many other known in Dutch Delftware, so we're very proud to open with this collection, and it's been snatched up at the opening by a museum, so we're very pleased with that too. Let me show you some other beautiful things. The stand is set up in more or less a chronological order, starting with the 17th century on that side, going all the way around and ending in the 18th century here. I'm saying more or less. Let me show you one of the highlights that was on the cover of our publication for TEFAF 2026. And you've probably already seen the little movie that's online about them. This pair of candlesticks, beautifully marked on the bottom for Jacobus Halder, owner of the Greek A factory, and really a beautiful and rare pair. You can probably see the details on the bird's nest that this little angel is holding in his hands. But there's so much more. Also on this side we have this beautiful 18th century plate. It's what we call a sample plate. It's a plate that shows what a Delft factory could make and the rare color yellow that they could produce. In this case it didn't go very well actually. There is a bit of white in between, so it crackled a little bit in the firing process, but still a very beautiful plate that really attracts attention because of the yellow ground. And right beside them we have this wonderful pair of obelisks. They're also marked for the metal pot factory owner from around 1730. A beautiful pair, really good size, also on the 18th century side. Let me show you a couple of things on the 17th. And while we walk to the other side, let me point out these bust figures of William IV and Anna of Hanover. Incredibly rare to find them in such a good size. They are in wonderful condition too, and also marked for the Romein factory in the city of Delft. And while we're passing through here, this is the third bouquet that we did in collaboration with Anna Volkova with the porcelain flowers. It's standing here at the end of the stand. But what I really need to show you, and maybe urge you to watch the little movie about that we have on our YouTube channel, is this pair of pilgrim's flasks. They're incredibly delicate. The paintwork is wonderfully done. They're in great condition. They have their original covers, and the covers and the vases themselves have a distinct mark, so you know which cover belongs to which pilgrim's flask. And they're beautifully marked for Adrianus Cox, who was the owner of the Greek A factory in Delft around 1690. And right above these pilgrims bottles is these two wonderful and incredibly rare oval plaques attributed to Frederik van Vrijton. Now this one in particular is very beautiful. The color is very strong. Very nice is the contrast between the blue and the white, something that of course they always try to do. And it was snatched up by a private collector on opening night. Number one in our publication this year, because it's actually one of the oldest pieces of Delftware that we know, made around 1740, is this so-called Jan Steen jug. We call these jugs Jan Steen jugs, we know about a dozen of them, because they appear in paintings by Jan Steen. The lady eating the oysters, the doctor's visit, you see this exact model jug with similar decoration in those paintings, and that's why we've named these jugs Jan Steen jugs. But I have one more surprise for you, as I told you in the beginning of this little clip. Something that I haven't been able to do for many years, and we could only do it now because we've been able to procure a collection of 355 apothecary vessels from one collector. Let me show you. In the back of our stand is the Apothecary, and we took inspiration from a 1767 apothecary that still exists in Belgium in the city of Aarschot, and we used that to build this beautiful cupboard done by a wonderful carpenter that copied exactly that apothecary in Aarschot, to show about 220 of the 355 vessels. Pharmacist Joop van Gelder collected these 355 pieces over his lifetime, more or less, from the early 1960s to his death in 2004. And one of the highlights in this collection is this pair of late 16th century Antwerp jars. So it's a very impressive view. It's made the newspaper. A lot of people come and look at this. And I urge you all, today is Sunday morning, until Thursday evening we're open. Come and have a look when you have the chance. This is only my stand. There are so many more beautiful stands at the fair, and we look forward to welcoming you here. Thank you.